It's time for our first guest, and as the daughter of Dame Mary Berry, it is no surprise that she is a self-confessed foodie. Not only an accomplished chef and entrepreneur, she's now adding author to her CV, having released her first ever cookbook. Here to tell us all about it, please welcome Belle's Berry.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Belle's, I'm already having to send this book over to Nadia because she's the foodie on this panel.
It's a great book.
It's called Menolicious, and I was just thinking, you know, you would not expect a cookbook related to the menopause, say, 10 years ago. It would just have been like...
I wouldn't have sold either.
Yeah. No, I'm sure it wouldn't. So things have obviously really changed, yeah?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, there just wasn't the space then. And when I had my first hot flush, I went straight to the bookstores and there wasn't anything there. I had to get books from America, and I just thought, right, I've got to write this for all the women out there.
So when you got your first hot flush, it was immediately about food. It was about food, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. That's why we wrote it.
Did you talk to your mum about the menopause? Because we talked about this the other day. My mum just said to me, well, she said I wasn't aware I even had the menopause. And it's very much like that generation.
It was. I mean, that generation, they were scared of HRT as well. So, no, Mum had an accountant, Sheila Ingalls, who basically said, Mary, I'm not working for you again until you get patches, until you get HRT.
Serious?
And Mum she was so important to Mum in her life. So Mum went to the doctor, got HRT, and went...
Because she'd noticed such a difference.
Yeah, and absolutely, Sheila just recognised that, you know, you need HRT, Mary.
What did you think of the patches?
Well, what did she think of the patches?
No, you.
Well, I didn't really know what they were. I was, I was about 6 or 7. I don't know, 16 or so. I don't know how old I was, but anyway, you know, I didn't know what they were. She'd never explained it to me. I thought she'd hurt herself at first.
Yeah, nobody talked about it then. Nobody, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it changed. You know, it changed her life, and she's, you know, thank God for Sheila Ingalls.
Yeah, absolutely.
I come from a big cooking family. We all love to cook, and people would say, "Oh, where did you learn to cook?" And I said, "Oh, I don't know. It was just always around, so I just learnt by osmosis." Was it the same for you, or was your mum always away busy?
Well, she was away busy. Yeah. I mean, I did learn from her, but there was one time when she went away and we left Granny Mop in charge, and Mum had cooked this beautiful roast chicken. Anyway, she went away for a week. We were all eating. It was like a meatloaf with salad, and I remember pouring loads of salad dressing on it, thinking, oh, you know, is there anything else? And looking at this chicken, Mum came back from holiday and she said, "Why is the chicken still there? What have you been eating?" And Granny Mop said, and I said, "Oh, meatloaf." She goes, "The dog food."
Oh, no.
Your mum's Mary Berry and you end up eating the dog food.
Oh, the shame.
When the butchers used to make a loaf.
It's very funny, though, because my mum was also a great baker in Ireland.
Okay.
But she would never teach me anything because she'd say, "No, I can't, because it's a handful of this and a pinch of that and so on." Did your mum teach you?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, everything's weighed up, isn't it? I mean, you know, that's what we've been learning. But, yes, she did. I was always watching, and, you know, all our holidays were spent in the kitchen. She was always working.
Yes.
You know, so that was that, really, you know.
My dad always says the larder is our greatest pharmacy. And like you, when you felt something, when he feels something, he goes, "Oh, I have a bit of a cold. I'm going to go and get garlic, or I'm going to get onions, or I'm going to go..." And I truly believe in that. So I think part of why, as well, this book, like Kay says, wouldn't have worked 10 years ago. It's like, I think as women, we don't tend to take that kind of care of ourselves, do we?
No.
And we might feed everyone else really better. But I do. I just dip my bread in the chicken juice and eat that while everyone else
that's the best. That's the best.
Yeah, but this book is so lovely because it is tailored for all those things that we need to think about, isn't it?
Yes.
Our bones and all of that. Bones, skin, hair, the glow comes from
heart,
the sun.
everything.
Yeah, but I love this as well because this Belle's Immunity Tonic, tell me this has been handed down.
Yeah, so my father's family had a chemist in Enfield on the High Street, Hunnings Pharmacy, and my Granny Mop again, she used to sort of make things up and sell her holistic stuff next to,
cool.
and, you know, and I think she was one of the, is it Olay ladies or Eve?
Avon.
Avon, thank
Yeah.
you. She had the Avon, one of the Avon counters and everything. And so we used to pick berries and, you know, that's where the immunity tonic, the elderberry tonic comes from. We used to squash rose petals and make perfume and all that. So there's that sort of alchemy side of it.
The history's right there in
the history
with
is there.
what we have.
And so is the intention that it's sort of in tandem with medication that you should improve your diet?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we actually wrote the book because I am not a nutritionist. I'm a chef. I have done a nutrition course, but we wanted it backed by science. I mean, Tim Spector's on the front, bless him. That was so kind of him. So I went and found Nadia Al-Shafi, who is a registered dietitian who's got 20 years clinical experience, you know, ongoing, and I gave her 150 ingredients, and I said, what are the benefits for going through your menopause, heart health, bone health, etc.
So actually it's menopause and coming out the other side of it.
Oh, God,
like
well, also...
It's for life,
It's for life. So basically, so she gave me a list of the 150 ingredients, what their benefits were. Then I started writing the recipes. And that's why it took 2.5 years. It's not just a cookbook. Because I wanted it in really easy terms. I mean, you can see there the nutritional benefits of elderberries.
So did your mum come on board with it then? I mean, is she convinced? Your mum on board with it?
She convinced Mum to be...
Convinced of you know, cooking for menopause?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Give me an example. For example, if somebody's going through the menopause and their mood is low...
Yes.
What foods, for example, would feed that?
I mean, I think nut butters are brilliant because they're good activation for the brain. If you have coffee, seeds, dark chocolate... I mean, it's not all bad news. You know, there's...
Dark chocolate sounds nice.
But also, you know, like your salmon and which feeds your brain and things. It's about stimulating, isn't it?
All that no-fat eating was so bad for our brains, for brain fog and all of that, isn't it? Good fat.
I think I read that you had waited for your mum to retire before bringing the book out, but I noticed she hasn't retired.
Funny that, isn't it? Apparently, I saw her at the Henley Lit Fest. She goes, plenty of time to do that in heaven, to rest.
Did she bring you up with a really good, strong work ethic?
Yes, she did. I mean, I've always worked, you know, since... I mean, I left school at 15. I was pretty unemployable. So the Prince's Trust gave me my first introduction, you know, first grant on the platform of Olympia Station. I was making candles, and that enabled me to start Mary Berry and Daughter Limited. Started every business with £50. And Mum always was like, well, you know, when this doesn't work... So, of course, I was driven.
And she just celebrated her 90th. She looks incredible.
How many parties did she have?
How many did she have?
There's probably another one she'll get in before Christmas.
Well, she is a great testament to eating well and having a good diet throughout your life, that is for sure.
I mean, that's right, but they didn't have processed food in those days.
Exactly.
I mean, her mother died at 105. So she'll still be telling us off when I'm about 70.
You've got this book out now.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, Belle, listen, congratulations on the book, which, of course, you've co-authored along with our very own Mariella.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us,
Thank
Belle.
you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, very good. Very interesting.